Fair and balanced. Now, the guest who says nonsense and a thriving GM is all the proof you need. The guy who supported GM's rescue, Illinois Democratic Congressman Luis Gutierrez, here now to say he's glad we did this. Congressman, good to have you.
It's kind of worked out, Neil. I mean, tomorrow we'll probably have the largest IPO in American history, market history. Well, if it goes according to plan, according to the estimates today, we could get $16 billion back. I'm sorry, $12 billion back tomorrow. They've already paid $7 billion back. They're Americans being put back to work. And for all of those that own Ford stock, I bet you after the price of GM tomorrow, your stock will probably increase too. It's about America. It's about keeping Americans working and making the correct investments.
Leaving aside, there's no way to know how the market's doing. You're quite right. It's going to get off to a good start. Are you troubled by what, in the end, was a taxpayer-financed bankruptcy filing? The GM did everything in bankruptcy that it could have done on its own, Congressman, and could have just had the same results, the same BAFO IPO, without our ever having gotten involved.
I don't know. Look, the Bush administration, as you correctly noted, put the first $10 billion.
You're right.
And then we put the rest of the money in. And it's worked out. Look, there are American workers working. And it's not only the ones at the plants, it's the ones that are doing the brakes, it's the ones that are doing the chair. I mean, you know,
right.
Auto has a lot of different components.
Right,
so there's a lot of people working out there, and it's been working for them. So let's just celebrate the success. I'm not here to say, oh, I did what was right. I did what I thought was correct. And look, in the end, what are we going to do? Continue to badmouth that the deal that's working out good for the American taxpayer and American workers?
Well, I'll tell you, Congressman, it's not to be a crate hanger here. I do want to just remind folks, though, that there are inherent risks here, and that we have set a precedent here that I think you would have to admit, Congressman, is a little alarming.
And let me just say, let me just say the following. Look, I'm going to take risks, and I'm going to invest in American and American workers being able to work and in an industry that strengthens our economy. And I'll say this. Look, what are we going to do? Have all the American people driving, what, Toyotas and Hondas and Mercedes and Saabs?
What's wrong with that?
No, here's what I think is wrong with that. We don't put as many American workers. I'd like to see all the tea-baggers, America first, let's keep it. We're doing too much with China. Show up in foreign cars. I want them to show up in American cars.
And my answer to Congressman, you were doing this.
Come on, Neil.
All right, but Congressman, you were saying this before, and I admire that. I believe you. I'm saying this with the greatest admiration. But does it trouble you? Does it trouble you that 1 out of 5 of these shares, or close to it, is going to be in foreign hands? It doesn't trouble me, because I think that's the way of the world. But believe me, when this was being marketed, Save America, Help America, we're going to look after America, and in the end, 1 out of 5 of these shares ain't going to be held by America. That wasn't marketed at the time that way.
You know what, something? You know something? That's the American. But you know, it's not 1 of 5 of the workers at GM. It's 100% of the workers at GM that are working. And you know what? I want America to be viable. Have you seen... Come on, Neil, you got to admit, you've seen the new commercials for the GM cars? They make me excited. I don't want to buy a foreign car again.
That's a good point. Are you excited about the Chevy Volt?
I am. The Cruise,
I'm telling you, Congressman, that is the dumbest car I've ever seen demand. Someone bought off Motor Trend. Someone bought off Motor Trend to say that was car of the year. But I'm telling you, I'm kidding.
Tell you something?
But
Can I just
any car, Congressman, you have to plug in is stupid. But go ahead.
Isn't it excited? Isn't it exciting? Okay, look, Neil. All I'm saying is I get excited when I see American entrepreneurs and American companies out in the marketplace advertising cars, which we've been losing to the foreign market.
I have a wife who forgets things. She says I forget things. Let's say we buy a Chevy Volt. By the way, I wouldn't fit in the car, so that's a moot point. But
I didn't say the Volt.
Let's say we buy the Volt. One of us forgets to plug the damn thing in. That's going to lead to a divorce. I'm telling you, that car is going to lead to an epidemic of divorces in this country.
I'm going to tell you something.
I think, sir,
I'm going to get on an airplane. I'm going to get on an airplane. I'm going to talk to you, just the two of us, in private. And you're going to confess to me that you're proud and happy of the fact that Americans are getting back in the car business and that we're competing with foreign countries. You know you're proud. I know I'm proud.
Okay, well, I'm proud of guys like you who stick to their guns, and I'm worried that what we have done is set a dangerous precedent here that the company could have done on its own.
We have to be careful.
Amen. We have to be careful. But I'd love to see you in a Volt. Actually, you would fit in a Volt. But, Congressman, thank you very, very much.
Neil, thanks for having me. It's always a pleasure.
Same here. All right, so bail.